Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, my name's Holly. Today, I'm so excited. It's my first ever little mini haul kind of thing. It's not like crazy loads, but I'm doing a Primark haul. All makeup. I managed to get everything but a bronzer and a mascara. I think that's it anyway, but yeah, but I'm excited. I've seen Primark makeup hauls before and I've really enjoyed them because sometimes you just want to get something that's a little bit cheap but still good. So I thought it's January, everyone's skin, I think so, well I'm poor, so I thought why not do a Primark makeup haul, and in that way we can all look fabulous in January. So I have used Primark makeup before. I've used their brow pencil, which I've got today, a few of their like blush palettes, and some lip products. Actually, that is something I didn't get. How could I forget that? Oh my god. How could I forget? I remember thinking to myself, I need to get a lipstick or a lip gloss, and it's actually some good ones as well, so I'm really sorry about that. But I got most of everything else. Before we get started, I'll let you guys know what I got. I managed to get a glow highlighter palette, some lashes, I have no idea what that means. Velvet Finish. Oh, that's the foundation. Foundation, a little eye palette, a liquid concealer, a pigment pot, a brow pencil, an eyeliner, and 2 concealers to highlight and contour with. The total came to £25.30, so not bad. The first product I'm going to be going into is the eyebrow pencil, because I always start with my eyebrows first. And this is called the PS Skinny Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. It was £2. I have used this before and it was really good. I saw on Hollie Boon's Primark video ages ago that she did, which was really good as well. If you haven't seen it, check it out, it's really good. But I don't know what products would still be in now. Probably some of them. But I tried to find this one because I loved it. I can't get this open. I can't get it open. I couldn't find this brow pencil for ages because I think they stopped selling it, but I saw it the other day and I was like, yeah. So, put it on the floor. It looks like this. It's got dual-ended and one side's a spoolie, which I love. I always need a spoolie. And then the other side's kind of like a twisty, rotating brow pencil thingy-majiggy. I normally use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I do find it's quite similar, to be honest. I haven't used this in a while, so I probably don't remember exactly what the difference is. But I did actually end up buying this one instead, so it's £2. You can't go wrong. Ignore my pink stained eyelid. What I normally do is use the spoolie end first and just brush up my eyebrow hairs. The annoying thing with my eyebrows is I've got this big fat chunky bit here and then like no hair here. So this area here is where I mainly fill my brows in. So I underline my eyebrow and pull it down a little bit on the tail. I don't go straight into the front just yet. And then what I do is the exact same but through the top. After I've done that and got the basic shape for the top and bottom, what I like to do is literally do upward motions of strokes. And I like to use a spoolie to get rid of any chunky looking bits. Once I've done that, I'll lightly go in through the front of my brow and underline it, but really lightly, like so. And then I start doing upward motions. So basically mimicking the direction of the hair growth. Okay, so that's the brows almost done. Definitely gonna get this again. I forgot how good it is. I knew it was good, but I just forgot how easy it was to apply. You don't need to press too hard with this. The product comes out a lot, like really pigmented, which is really good, but just make sure you go in with a light hand. So yeah, happy with that. £2 as well, lovely. The next product I'm gonna go in with is the medium coverage vitamin E and aloe vera liquid concealer. And this was £2 as well. The shade I got was Nude Beige. It was the second lightest shade that I could find. Their shade range isn't great in Primark, but you can mix things and stuff like that. So I think they do lightening and darkening drops as well, but I've never used them. And I'm gonna use this to carve out my brows. Oh my lord. I feel like they've really upped their game on packaging, because I don't know about you guys, but whenever you go to Primark, it's literally like there's foundation everywhere, there's lipsticks everywhere. It's like an explosion of makeup where everyone's just, okay, this is crazy. Okay, so it looks like this. It's a normal concealer, and the doe-foot on it is a flat kind of doe-foot, which is really good. It reminds me of like the Laura Mercier one, like the kind of the shape and packaging. I'm just gonna roughly carve out my brows and then go back in with a brush. Feels quite good so far, not too watery. And the shade is actually quite nice as well. I'm just going in with my concealer brush. I'm actually really shocked. It feels really nice. It's got quite a nice consistency to it. I'm also going to use that as a base for my eyeshadow and whack it on the lid. I think this is definitely medium coverage, like it says. It's definitely not full, which is fine because it says medium anyway. But yeah, not bad. It's almost covered my pink stain, but you can see it coming through, which is fine. Like, I expect that. You guys have probably noticed, but I'm actually in my dressing gown. I just love being snuggly, but now I'm sweating and could take it off. The next thing I got was an eyeshadow palette, and I got this teeny weeny little one. It was £3 and it's called the PS Amber Passion, and it looks like this. It really reminds me of the Huda Obsessions palettes because, I don't know, I just get the same vibe of it. Primark are a bit like that, aren't they? But yeah. It doesn't come with a mirror, but it's £3. I mean, what do you expect? It comes with this tiny little sheet thing, which I'm definitely going to lose. And the shades are called Sunrise, Burn, Champagne, Solar, Aura, Glory, Radiate. Oh, Radiate. Oh, wow. Illusion and Edge. So the shades are really nice. They've got some matte shades and some foiled shades. This one looks white, I think, in the camera, but it's not. That's a foiled shade too. They did have another one of these palettes. I think it was called Nude Passion or something. So it's a little bit more natural looking. I wanted to get one with a bit more colour in it. So yes, you know what I'm like. The first shade I want to dip into is this shade here. I'm going to take that on a e.l.f. dense brush. Just going to pack that in my crease. Wow, that's actually really pigmented. Primark. It's got a bit of kickback in the pan, but I don't mind that. Again, it's £3, come on. The pigmentation is really good. I'm just gonna see how it blends out after I've packed the shadow on. I'm actually really impressed with this. It's not patchy or chalky. It's sitting on really well. The next shade I'm gonna dip into is this one here. I'm going to try and use as many of the shades as possible just to see how they perform. And I'm going to blend out that harsh line. Another thing I forgot to mention is it actually says cruelty free as well, so that's a plus. So I'm just blending out that first shade. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to take is, I think this orange shade here. I'm going to take that on my tiny little blending brush and lightly go over the previous shade. I'm just going to go back in with that first shade I used, just to deepen it up a bit. And then I'm going to bring it down to my outer and inner corners. And then I'm going to go back in with this shade here and just make sure I really blend that out. I'm just going to take a clean Morphe fluffy brush and go over the edges. I don't normally use foiled shadows in my crease, but this one is really dark. I swatched it and I think it looked quite cool actually. So I'm going to pack that in my crease and then my outer and inner corner as well. Now I'm just going to go back in with the first shade that I used in my crease just to blend out this shade. I'm going to cut my crease next and do a halo, I think. I'm just going to go in with that concealer that I used for my base. And I'm just going to press this on. I'm just going to set that with a bit of powder because I am going to use another foiled shade, and I also found a loose pigment from Primark. Now I'm going to take a dense brush and literally just press over the inner and outer corners. This is the brush that I used to pack on the first shade in my crease. I haven't added any more product yet. I just like to do this first, so I feel like it blends out a lot easier. And then I'm going to go in with the first shade that I used And then the warmer shade that I used as well over the top of it. I'm going to dip into this shade here, this foiled shadow. That is so nice. So it's got like a pink tinge to it. That's so pretty. Another thing I got was the eye pigment. This was £1.50. The shade that I got was bronze. So it comes with like a little screw top and then the tiny little holes. Just need to take the plastic bit. That was close. Okay, so you can take off this bit if you just want to dip into it. I'm actually going to do that. I'm just going to get rid of this. I would be happy to stop here because the forward shadow in the centre is really nice in that palette, but I did get the loose pigment, so I have to try that. I'm going to take this brush that I used before, dip into it, tap off a little bit, and then just go over. Oh my gosh, that is so nice. Look at it! £1.50, that is so good. I'm definitely going to use that again. So I managed to get a liner. This one's called the PS Tulip Tip Eyeliner. I did actually test this out on my hand and it was like the shape of a tulip. I don't really know why, but this one was £2 as well. It says it's water resistant and it's in black. Get this packaging off. Okay, don't do this. Ow. Okay, I literally can't get this off. If anyone gets this liner, please tell me if you find it this hard to get into it because I literally can't. Tip, if you do get this liner, don't take the packaging off, just twist it. It's so much easier. So the shape of it is a little tulip thing, I suppose. I'm gonna do a wing just so you guys can see how it performs. Just gonna bring it out. Ooh. Okay, I'm not sure about this. It's kind of just dragging my skin and not coming out much. Okay, it's not too bad to line your lash line. I feel like it's just dragging my skin. I think the tip of it is really hard, so it's not very flexible. Okay, no, I don't like it. I don't like that one. So I'm gonna use my NYX liner because I'm not letting the liner ruin this look. It's okay, but it just drags your skin and then it goes like bumpy. This one is so much easier. I think you just need a bit more of a flexible tip. So wing done, eyeshadow done. I'm just going to go off camera and start on this eye and then I'll show you guys what else I got in my Primark haul. The next thing I got from Primark were lashes, and the ones that I got were the 3D Angel false eyelashes and they include glue as well. They were £2, so they're these ones. I've used their lashes before but I haven't tried the 3D Angel ones at all. So it comes with glue, so I'm going to open it up. Ooh, drop the glue. So the glue looks like this. I don't know if it's any good. I think I've tried their glue before and it was really sticky, but I don't know, we'll have a look. The lashes, they look really pretty. I chose these ones because they kind of curve up a little bit. And they say they're 3D, so I'm guessing they've got like a double layer. I'm just leaving my lashes to dry down a little bit so they're more tacky. They're a lot easier to apply then. The next thing I'm going to use is foundation. I couldn't find any primer, or I didn't see any primer anyway. I know they do normally do primer, but I've prepped my skin already. The foundation that I picked up was the PS My Perfect Colour Glow Foundation, and it's a medium buildable coverage radiant natural finish, and it's got SPF 30. This was £6. The shade that I got is Toffee. The shade range was shocking, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is probably really orange for me. So it twists off like this, and the applicator is the little pipette thing. That is what you call it, isn't it? Pipette. I was going to pick up the matte foundation, but I don't really use matte foundations. The only one that I do use is my Maybelline 24 Hour Stay, because it's not really that matte, to be honest. I'm not too sure which one it is, but I know there is a dupe for the Estee Lauder Double Wear, I think. I think that might be the matte foundation in Primark. But I'm going to see how this one goes, and I like a nice dewy finish anyway. I'm going to apply this with a beauty blender, and I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand. It's quite liquidy, so I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and literally just apply. It's blending out quite nicely, oh my lord. I'd like to say that it's because my tan's gone, but I don't even think I was this tan, to be honest. I don't know if you guys can see as well as I can in the mirror, but this is definitely not my colour. Definitely not my colour. It doesn't have a smell to it, which I'm glad about. It's blending out really nice. The coverage is nice too. It's nice and dewy actually, really nice and dewy. I don't know if it makes my pores stand out a bit too much, but I didn't actually use a pore refining primer, so that is my fault. The shade lighter of this was so light, I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay. Okay, so obviously this is definitely not my shade, but apart from that, the foundation seems to be quite nice. Like, it's really dewy. I don't know if you guys can see. It's got a nice kind of glow to it. It doesn't feel heavy or anything. It's really light. It was quite liquidy. It blended out really easily as well. I didn't have to go in like loads. I'm just going to put my lashes on before I forget. Wait a second. I've just put the wrong lash on the wrong eye. I'm such an idiot. Okay, so my thoughts are, you can wear them the other way around, they still look nice. No, they're really nice, I love them. They're not too straight, they're not too unnatural looking. Yeah, I really like them. £2, I'm impressed. So now I'm gonna go in with the concealer that I got and use for my base and my cut crease. I'm just gonna highlight my under eye. Try and lighten up this foundation. So I'm just going to blend that out just in case it dries quite quickly. Okay, that's blending out really nice. I'm going to pop a little bit on my nose. Highlight my big ass forehead. Why not? The thing that I really like about this concealer is it blends out so easily. The coverage is medium, definitely. I don't know if you can build it up, but I don't want to apply too much. Okay, nice. I like it. Okay, so I didn't actually manage to pick up a powder. I didn't see any. I know they do have powders because I've used one before and it was actually really good, but I'm just going to set my under eye. Before I carry on with the face, I'm just going to finish the eye look, and I'm going to go in with the first shade that I took for my crease and just pop that underneath my lash line and just connect it through the outer corner. And then I'm going to dip into this shade here and I'm going to blend that out with the orange shade. I think for my inner corner, I'm going to go in with one of these shades in the palette. I'm going to use this one here. I'm going to take that on a bigger kind of pencil brush. I'm just going to apply that on my inner corner. I'm so impressed with that. That is really nice. Yeah. Let's put a little bit on the brow bone, why not? Another thing that I picked up from Primark were these concealer sticks. They're called PS My Perfect Colour Concealer Stick Medium to Buildable Coverage Natural Finish. These were 90p. 90p. The shades that I got were nude and caramel. So I thought I'd use the caramel to contour with and the nude to kind of like carve out my contour. Oh my god, I've just opened it and it literally looks plastic. Look, I don't know if you guys can see, but it looks plastic. I feel like this is going to be too warm to contour with, but I'm going to give it a go. So I'm just going to put a little bit on there. Those of you who've got a 5-finger forehead like me, you can obviously relate. I'm just going to do some on my cheekbone area, my jawline, top of the lip, under the nose. Right, I'm going to try and blend it out with my sponge. See. It's actually not too bad. I think if my foundation was the right shade for me, it would look a lot better. The sticks don't feel very creamy, but when you blend them out, they actually blend out really easily. That was a lot better than I expected. I don't look too crazy, I don't think, but it blended out really nice, a lot better than what I thought, considering I thought it looked plastic. I'm going to use my nude one now. Right, I'm just going to carve out underneath my cheekbones. I might just put some on my nose, why not? Okay, this one's not blending that well. I've just got to go in like a mad woman. You get there, like it does blend out, but it takes a while. Now I'm nervous for my nose. I didn't manage to find a bronzer. I don't really need to bronze, but I'm just going to set my contour slightly. Just going to set my face. The next thing I want to use is this Rose Quartz Highlight and Glow palette. It was £5. There's some nice blush colours. I think I can use this as a highlight. So this one's really good for a blush, I think. This one, it looks like a highlight, but you have got that sheen, if you can see in that light. So maybe on like a deeper skin tone again. And this one is a really nice highlight actually. You can see that when it doesn't reflect in the light, it's got like that darker sheen to it. So these ones I think would be really nice on a darker skin tone. This one's a really nice blush, and then this one's kind of like a highlight for probably my skin tone. So I'm just going to dip into Too Much, which is the blusher shade. That is really nice. Okay, definitely be careful because you can definitely put too much on. I literally never used to wear blush ever, but I think it's so nice. Just gives a bit of colour to your skin now. I love it. Pretty. I'm going to go into So Sweet and highlight my cheekbones. That is actually really nice. It's got like a pink reflect in it, which I wouldn't usually use, but maybe I should now. And then I'm just going to take my smudger brush and put a little bit on the tip of my nose. So this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I've just put some lippy on because I actually completely forgot to get any lip gloss or lipstick, so I'm really sorry about that. But I'm actually overall really impressed with what I got from Primark. The only thing that I probably wouldn't recommend is the eyeliner because personally it was too hard. So it just kind of like stuck to your eyelid. It didn't kind of glide over it. The foundation that I used was okay. Like I didn't love it, I didn't hate it. It was £6 and I know there are some really good foundations for that price, like the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Finish one. The shade range is awful, I'm not gonna lie. You can mix them together and things like that, so it's not too bad. Like I don't love it. I don't know if I probably reached for it that much, but not too bad. I love the eyeshadow palette. That was £3. Like I thought it was so good. The pigment's really good, they blend nicely, and as well the foiled shadows in there are really nice. I love the eyelashes. They're exactly what I'd buy in an eyelash, to be honest. The glue is probably not the best glue. Like I feel like my inner corner's popping out, but it's probably because I had a bit of a mare with that anyway. The sticks that I used to contour and highlight, they weren't too bad. The darker one was easier to blend. It was a little bit warm probably for contouring, but I might use it again. I don't know, like it was 90p. It wasn't too bad. If I want to warm up my skin a little bit, I'll probably use it. The lighter one was a lot harder to blend, I found. Also, a thing that I really liked was the loose pigment. So nice, like they're so good. I've used them before and it was £1.50. It will last you ages. I love that. The eyebrow pencil, I've used it before and I haven't used it in a while, but it's really good. Like I loved it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was different to my normal ones. Let me know if you did. Overall, I'm really impressed. If you did like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That would mean so much to me. And if you'd like to see any more of my videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you get a notification. Also, make sure you leave any comments below if any videos you would like to see. But thank you again for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!